Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and in this segment we delve into the fascinating world of the international tourism exhibitions and their impact on promoting Egypt as a top global destination. And on this segment we are very pleased to host Mr. Ahmed Badr. He is a distinguished tourism expert. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us on Nile TV.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Badr, I would like you to tell me more about the impact of the exhibitions worldwide on the Egyptian tourism sector.
Well, first, thank you so much for hosting me.
Thank you.
And travel fairs or world exhibitions like the WTM and FITOUR are much more like IBTM and exhibitions in Russia and Italy and America and so many places around the world. Egypt and the Ministry of Tourism always at these exhibitions. So always there is a big Egyptian exhibition.
Yes.
Usually it's taking the shape of a mixture of an ancient Egyptian temple or art mixed with modern touch. So
Yes.
for the visitors of these exhibitions, they go and they see a mixture between ancient Egypt and modern Egypt always. So it is one of the still best marketing ways to market Egypt and to market tourism to Egypt, because it gives us the people working in tourism, the tourist travel people, chance to meet with travel experts from all over the world, and to see them and to it's a good way to exchange knowledge and let them know what's going on in Egypt, what's the news about Egypt, what are the new services and things that we can offer them, especially these days. We have so much new things going on, like the new Grand Egyptian Museum and so many other things. So it's always good to see them and tell them about what's new.
Okay, what message is Egypt sending to global audience about its tourism?
Well, first, it's a safe destination, because I have to say with what's going on in the world and around Egypt, it's there is this myth idea of Egypt being not a safe place to travel. But when we go there and we tell them the truth, that will give a more realistic idea about the situation in Egypt, and it's safe, especially when we tell them about stories for travelers who been to Egypt and they enjoyed their time and they went back. So, and like I said, it's also another good chance to tell them about all the news of the travel industry in Egypt.
Yes, okay. What strategies is Egypt adopting to increase inbound tourism from key markets like the UK and other European countries?
Well, Europe as a total is been one of our key markets for inbound tourism, whether it's from UK or Germany or Italy or all the European countries. Because of many things. Europe is near Egypt, so it's between 2 hours to 5 hours maximum to fly to Egypt, and they love being here, especially in the winter time, of course, when it's dark and it's rainy, so they come here to enjoy the sun, and the nice weather. So there are always promotions and contacts and marketing campaigns, especially for the European market, because each destination or each market it has its own I would say background and ideas that makes it difficult to have just one campaign for all. So what you can do for Europeans might not work for Americans, or might not work for South Americans or for Gulf travelers. So it depends really where are you coming from, so we can see what are you looking for, what is your background, so we can tailor-made a campaign for you, whether it's from the Ministry of Tourism or from the
Yes,
companies
I would
itself.
just want to ask you about who is responsible for these campaigns.
Both the ministry and the travel companies. If we're
Yes.
talking about big campaigns and the TV, and
It's
so
the
that's
the
definitely
country. Yes.
the country, the
Mm.
Ministry of Tourism, and they have been doing very well past few years in
Yes.
these campaigns. We've seen very good campaigns like People to People, which was focusing on the Egyptian people, not the Egyptian
Yeah.
monuments. Of course, the monuments, but more on the people. We've
And
seen
we saw the dog climbing the
exactly.
pyramid. It was the
Well,
best
that was
campaign ever.
yes, exactly.
Yes.
They always do that, by the way,
Yeah.
but it was just by coincidence that
Yeah.
this man was having a skydive over the pyramid,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he got the
Yeah.
at the right time. So these things make
Yes.
good
Marketing
marketing.
for the tourism.
Yeah, it's like we say
Yeah.
it's like a fuss, but it's not like a studied campaigns.
Okay.
But yeah, it's both companies and the ministry together.
Okay, with the opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum, how can we reshape our campaigns to make Egypt a must-visit country after opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum?
Well, the Grand Egyptian Museum now it's open like
Soft
20,
opening.
like 20-25% of it. It's
Yeah,
soft
yeah,
opening.
soft opening.
I've been there. I spent 3 hours.
Mm.
I couldn't finish everything, so when it's open, definitely it needs one day by itself. So already there are campaigns and there are people asking they want to come back to see it when it's open
Yeah.
for the first time in history after the discovery back in 1922. So now all the companies are redesigning our programs so
To make it a must
to make it a
see.
must, and to make it even a week in Egypt already is not enough. So
Yes.
when the museum is open, definitely it will not be enough. So you need at least like 8-9 days.
Yes.
If not, so you must come back for another visit, because you can spend easily 2 weeks or even a month in
Yes.
Cairo only,
Yes.
and you still see new things every day, and you still will not have like just the from the outside, not
Yeah.
from the inside.
Yes.
So imagine,
It's very interesting.
yeah, imagine how much time you need just
Yes.
to see everything in
Okay.
Egypt.
Okay, back to the exhibitions. In what ways do these exhibitions deepen appreciation for Egypt history while encouraging travelers to experience its heritage firsthand?
All the exhibitions, they give like a glimpse of
Yes.
what's going on in Egypt. So every now and then we have an exhibition of some of the treasures of one of the kings, especially King Tut. So you find like 20-30 pieces, and not the important pieces of King Tut, traveling the world, going to the States or Australia or around Europe. So we're just giving them a glimpse for what's going on. So definitely for them, if this is what is just a glimpse, so what is the real thing? So this is again one of the other good marketing
Yes.
ways to attract travelers to Egypt.
Tell me more about the youth travelers or younger audience in Egypt. Do you see that they are coming to Egypt? I mean, the Gen Z, 20, 30 years, are they coming to Egypt or only old people are coming?
No, nowadays we see younger travelers coming because of two things. One thing is, younger travelers are always what we say
updated by the social media.
Updated by the social media, and they are more or less more economical.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So we
So-
make good offers in Egypt
Exactly. So we
always.
have good offers now. We have
Red Sea also. I
Of course,
always
Red Sea.
see offers for foreigners more than Egyptians. It's cheaper to come from Europe.
it's cheaper because it's as we say, it's a mass production.
Yes.
If you as a foreigner try to go directly to the hotel, you will have even
for
much.
Hurghada, from
yeah.
Germany to
But
Hurghada.
if you go through a company in Europe, let's
It
say,
would be
so
more expensive.
the company is like working massively with the hotel, so they get so
Yeah, yeah.
that's why they get better
Offers.
rates. Yes.
Yes.
And the fact that there are so many low-cost airlines are
Yes.
flying now to Egypt.
Make it more easy.
Make it more easy for them.
Yeah.
Cairo, they are flying now to New Sphinx Airport, which is
Yeah.
very a good add-on to our portfolio, and of course Hurghada and Sharm el-Sheikh and Luxor and Aswan. But we need more of these flights and more of these hotels so we can attract them, because these, especially these travelers, the young travelers,
Yes.
they go directly to the people, to the market. So
Yes.
and
This is very
they
good.
come especially for things like concerts,
Ah,
singers
yeah,
and
yeah.
DJs,
Ah.
and these famous
This attracting
musicians. Yeah.
young tourists.
Exactly. So imagine having a concert of DJ, whoever
Yeah. Oh.
is famous, and at the pyramids. So people will,
Will sure come.
yeah, definitely, yes.
Mm.
They will do everything they can do
Yes.
to come and see it.
Okay. How is Egypt adapting its tourism marketing strategies to cater to emerging travel trends such as wellness tourism, ecotourism, and adventure tourism?
These are, yes, the new travel trends, right? And for ecotourism now there's like the green hotels,
Yeah, yeah.
which is being introduced a few years ago.
Eco-friendly.
and Eco-friendly, yes.
Mhm.
People now are very keen about having these, and hotels. They knew the importance of this. So
Yes.
so many hotels, especially in Red Sea area,
Yeah, yeah.
and resorts and the oasis, they started to turn to green hotels.
Yeah.
So they can be in competition and be able to attract travelers. Adventure tourism, it's one of the trendiest
Yes.
travel trends in the world now. People will fly to wherever just for adventure, to swim with a great shark, to play with an alligator. Or here we started to do that every now and then. Now you see that they're like skydiving over the pyramids, or in Luxor, or even desert safaris. Still working on it, because there are so many just security issues, but the country is trying hard to solve it, so
Yes.
we can have again the safari travelers again,
Yes.
because Egyptian deserts are
Fascinating.
really amazing. Yes.
Yes.
You have
And this will take us to the medical tourism. I was just going to ask you about the medical tourism when you mentioned the deserts. Tell me more about the medical tourism in Egypt, in Fayoum,
in Fayoum, in Aswan,
in Aswan.
in Safaga.
Yes,
in
Safaga
Siwa,
is the most well-known one.
and Siwa, of
Yeah.
course, with the salt
Siwa, yes.
lakes, yes, there, and the warm sands,
Yes.
and so they are in the process. We have like new resorts now in all these areas, especially Aswan,
Yeah.
for treatments and for medical care.
Yes.
And also the doctors themselves now in Egypt, they started to knew the importance of this. So we have people who travel to Egypt to do like a dental job, because traveling to Egypt, staying for a week or 10 days and do the dental job will be cheaper than doing it in their countries.
Yes.
So that's another thing that is coming very strongly.
Yes. Tell me more about the rural villages or eco-friendly resorts, which is gaining now international recognition. Do we have
We have
eco-friendly resorts?
one, yes, definitely, for sure, one in Siwa. It's called
Yes.
Adrar Amilal.
Yes.
It is all made by mud bricks. There are no electricity, no internet, nothing.
Oh, it's nice.
But it is booked throughout the year, except in the summer, of course. And
Okay.
it is very expensive. And there
Okay.
are so many,
But tourists can pay because of...
not any tourist, but we are
Okay.
talking about Class A and celebrities. They come
Okay.
and they don't even say they're here. So every now and then I knew from them that they had a celebrity from Hollywood or an ex-president or an
Oh.
ambassador or even a current president going there. So
Really?
that's one thing. We have others, especially in the oasis, the other oasis like Kharga, Dakhla. And the idea is becoming more attractive to do it in other places in Egypt as well. But
Yes.
for now, it's in the oasis.
Mr. Ahmed Badr, thank you very much for joining us, the tourism expert. Thank you very much for joining us on Nile TV.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, short break and we'll be back.